Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 4 with me, Jerupitus.
Got some business to take care of. See you later.
Women. I hate to break it out to you, but Salazar's dead.
Yes, it seems that way.
Sadler, why don't you give up and let Ashley go home?
Perhaps you are disillusioned with overconfidence, just because you killed my small-time subordinate.
Sadler, you're small time.
Oh. Writhe in my cage of torment, my friend.
Alright, so Ada has given us a ride here, and this new environment is called the Island. Now, something pretty cool about this place is that up until now, you may have kind of noticed that this game isn't really that scary. Like, it is stressful, it can be hectic, some of the enemies are creepy and unsettling, but it's not really scary the way that some of the original games were. And that could just be, like, my nostalgia factor, but I do think that enemies like the Ganados and, I don't know, guys with crossbows and rocket launchers and stuff just aren't really that scary. And now we're gonna have to deal with some new enemy types in this new environment. They're gonna be like these paramilitary dudes, and that's not what I'm talking about. We'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit here. So if I shoot out that spotlight, I won't get spotted immediately. And you might be thinking, well, I can shoot out that spotlight, I can kind of quietly take this guy out. Maybe this is a little bit of a stealth section. But you would be wrong. Resident Evil 4 does not do stealth. And I'm using my Magnum there because, to be honest with you, we're not going to get that many more opportunities to use the Magnum. And that guy can be pretty dangerous, and the reason for that is that unless you shoot him in the head with both the shotgun and the rifle, he just kind of doesn't react and shoots you anyway. Now they are going to send a fairly large number of enemies at me here, so I'm going to play this a little bit defensively so that I don't get swamped. That should be my crossbow friend. Oh, not yet. Okay. They're gonna spawn a couple of crossbows out of this door up here in just a moment. Alright, there he is. Let's take him out quickly. Those helmet guys can be tricky. Alright, I gotta be fast on this. Oh. Let's just go ahead and flash grenade because we are super full up on that. And as you can see, they are just still coming here. Okay, that's it for right now. So let's go ahead and continue through the level. And I think this is going to be the last guy. And with that, we can press this switch up here. That's going to shoot a laser beam across the arena, and we're going to have to turn these mirrors on top of these outpost areas in order to reflect the laser beam back on the other panel, and that will open the door. All right, that'll do it. Let's go right ahead and get out of here. And another boulder trap. Unfortunately, this isn't one of the cool Indiana Jones ones. Oh. I missed something. Here we are. He got me. Crossbow guys. All right, and if we turn over here, we end up getting a lookout at those two boxes I broke in the beginning with a little bit of money and an emerald. And so that's like, oh, I missed that. I guess I better go all the way back. Which I think is kind of funny. So in this area, we're going to find some pretty sweet treasure. And I'm pretty much going to be using the shotgun for about 90% of this section, because you end up in such close quarters that it can be difficult, really, to use any other gun. But that being said, I do need to empty my shotgun and my TMP, because I have capacity upgrades coming for both of those. Alright, so let's get the TMP back out. And back here, we're going to find a pretty sweet new treasure. The Golden Lynx. That's going to combine with a couple of stones to become extremely valuable. But by now, you should sort of have the hang of that mechanic. All right. Now this part is a pretty big pain. We're gonna have archers and dynamite guys. And then a very large number of enemies on top of that. Got a rocket launcher guy. And to top it off, the rifle guys are wearing, the archer guys are wearing helmets, so you can't even headshot them properly. Now let's see if I can't use this trap the way I might want to. Three is probably a reasonable number. Looks like I only get 2. I think 2 of those is a good enough reason to flash grenade. Yep, still coming. Oh, I did not mean to reload there. That's a shame. Oh well. It just becomes such a habit, and then when you, like, don't want to do it, you just kind of reflexively do it without thinking. Not really a big deal, though. All right. Well, I'm not going to lie. That guy surprised me a little bit. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and increase our health bar. And I do believe that's everything I want in here. And now we get to talk to the merchant, and he's going to have some pretty sweet upgrades for us.
Welcome. Got some rare things. What are you selling?
Now I should just have a couple emeralds. Those are 3,000 each.
Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
And we're not going to bother with the treasure map. But here is the Killer's 7. And the Killer 7 is a reference to another Capcom game, and that was part of the Capcom 5. And we're going to talk a little bit about that while we buy these upgrades.
What are you buying?
So the Capcom 5
Is that all, stranger?
was supposed to be 5 exclusive games for the Nintendo GameCube.
Is that Thank you.
And Resident Evil 4 was one of them. The other 4 are going to be Killer 7, which ended up kind of a cult success, but not a huge game. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of it.
Thank you.
You have a PN03 that was a critical and commercial failure. Dead Phoenix, which ended up being canceled. And Beautiful Joe, which you've probably heard of. That one was at least moderately successful.
Come back anytime.
Now, the idea was that these were all going to be Capcom exclusives for the GameCube, and that did not end up working out, as you can tell by the fact that I'm playing this game on PC. This is one of the more ported games ever made, and that's funny because Mikami was on record saying if this game ever got ported to another system than GameCube, he would commit Harry-Carry. Which my understanding is that that's sort of like slang in the business world for quitting your job. Or like an expression, I guess. But either way, that didn't end up working out. And that deal kind of falling through with Capcom really hindered the success of the GameCube, which I consider to be a very good system. It just, it just didn't have the success I feel it deserved.
What are you
So let's just make sure I didn't miss anything while I was flapping my lips here. No, we're good. I was wrong about the TMP capacity upgrade, but that's okay. So now we're pretty close to our exclusives on just about everything. In fact, let me double check that.
What are you buying?
Yeah, that one's 80. That one's 100. And Red 9 is 80. So we're at about 260. That's actually not that much. We may be able to do several of these. The only problem is now that we're on the island, this is the Chapter 5, and its sub-chapters are the last chapter of the game. So we're kind of running out of game to show off our exclusive upgrades. But these environments are a little more what I'm talking about when I talk about this game finally getting a little bit scary. Suplex the living hell out of that guy. All right, look at all this disgusting, rotting meat. Little jump scare for you. But I think that really sets the tone for what we're in for. Man, it's dirty. It most certainly is. At least they have these nice, clean gloves. And this is a new enemy type. These are the armor guys. Not 100% sure that's their official name, but to be honest with you, the chaingun guy is literally just named Chaingun Guy. And he is covered in armor, which makes him kind of frustratingly difficult to kill when he's downed. This has gotten a little weird. Because now the archer guys see me. And that's gonna be annoying. So we're just gonna come charging in here with the shotgun. So what we came down here for is the Redstone of Faith. That's gonna combine with our kitty treasure. And I am a little cornered here, but we'll be okay. All right, well, here's what I'm gonna do. Since I can't see around the corner, I'm gonna take out that Plaga and see if I can't stun everybody in the room. Well, that Plaga's around behind me, which is a little annoying. All right. So with all that out of the way, we can go render some aid to Ashley. Here's our yellow herb. We are actually pretty close to a full life bar as well. Not including that one, we should only need 4 more. Which will be pretty sweet.
Help me, Leon! Help! Leon!
Ashley. Amateurs. Just hang in there, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
So this is going to mark on our map where Ashley is because we saw her through the security camera, and we can, I guess, discern where that is from that visual. So 5,000 pesetas, and we're going to go try and rescue Ashley. So this right over here is going to be my last chance to do the shooting range. So I am going to go ahead and do that because we get a bunch of pesetas for it. However,
Welcome.
it can be a little bit difficult, especially when you get to the last one. The reason I'm doing it here is because now all of the options are unlocked, A, B, C, and D. And so I think what I'll do is cut to the successful last run of each of them, and then we'll get our rewards all at once. So with that out of the way, let's get started. All right, that's 6 from A. All right, that's 6 from B. All right, that's 6 from C. All right, and that's all 6 prizes from D. First row complete, 15,000. Second row complete, 25,000. Third row complete, 35,000. And fourth row complete, 50,000. That is a whole bunch. Let's go ahead and take a look at these, because I think these are pretty cool. You get these little, like, action figures, and they make a little noise. So let's check out Leon.
Don't worry, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
We are, in fact, in that situation right now. And you can turn them around. And I think these things are pretty cool. Like, if they sold these, I would buy them. They probably did in Japan, but they're very good at making these arbitrary toys that you just feel in your bones. You're like, I just need that, and I don't know why. All right, so with that out of the way...
Got some rare things on sale, stranger. What are you selling?
Let's see what we can sell. Absolutely nothing right now. I mean, I could sell some grenades, maybe some ammunition, but I think we're fine.
What are you buying?
So now he's going to sell the tactical vest. This reduces your damage taken, but I'm not going to buy this because I don't feel I need it. And I want to focus on the exclusives a little bit more.
What are you buying?
And I do believe...
Is that all? Is that all?
Yep.
Thank you.
So this is the one I want. This is going to increase the ammo capacity beyond the weapon's limitation. Now check this out.
Is that all?
You get 100 shotgun shells in this. That is a net gain of like 72 there from the upgrade. It is so ridiculous. We will not need shotgun ammo for like the rest of the game. I might be able to finish the game without ever reloading it. It's that sweet. And we'll try and pick up these other exclusives as we collect treasure. But that was the main one that I wanted to focus on getting because it's just so awesome. All right, and with all that shooting gallery nonsense out of the way, we can continue on. And we have this sort of peekaboo door here. And what's going to happen here is there's going to be some dynamite throwing guys. And then the door's gonna slam shut on me. And there's gonna be a bunch of archers now. And that should do it for that. I'm gonna make sure I get their drops. Emerald. And I just want to double check there's not one along this wall or something. No, I don't. Wait. There we go. Okay. So now we can continue on. Get our 100-round shotgun out. Oh, man. All right. And let's get a little organized here. We are, once again, getting a little all over the place. Oh man, we have plenty of ammo, which is sweet. Well, I say that, but we are actually a little bit light on handgun ammunition. But we're not really going to worry about that because we're pretty much just going to be using the shotgun as our main go-to weapon for pretty much the rest of the game. I don't really need to mess around with handgunning, guys. By the time you get the 100-round upgrade, you can pretty much just sell your handgun if you want to. I'm going to hang on to it, though, because I want to try to get the exclusive upgrade because I've never done a run with the Red 9 before. So I kind of want to show that off because it's a little bit new to me, too. So through here, we're going to get a look at this. And the way his face just isn't quite exposed is so creepy. Looks like they were conducting some sort of autopsy. And now, what you're seeing in there is called a regenerator. And those things are what I mean when I say this area is scary. So we're going to have a little bit of a log puzzle here. Basically, the best way to figure this out is by process of elimination. Like, the arrows must be facing a certain direction. That one, there's no real, like, clues or anything. You just kind of putz with it until you've got it. So let's check out this memo. Lewis's memo number 3. The hideous creatures such as the El Gigante and the Novistadors are merely byproducts of the diabolical and inhumane experiments conducted on the specimens that were once human. But there's one type of creature that clearly distinguishes itself from the rest. These creatures are called regenerators. Regenerators have a superior metabolism that allows them to regenerate their lost body parts at an incredible speeds. I think that's a little bit of a mistranslation there. I've never seen anything like it. It is this characteristic that makes them almost invincible to conventional weapons. But like any living creature, there's a way to kill it. Apparently there are plagas that live in its body, somewhat like leeches. They can't be seen with the naked eye. They can only be located through thermal imaging. To stop its regeneration process, these leech-like plagas must be located and then destroyed. As far as I know, most of the regenerators host a number of these leech-like plagas. To kill the regenerators, each one of these leech-like plagas must be killed. So that's giving us a clue on how to deal with these in a little bit. But this first one, we don't really have the equipment to do so. So what we're gonna do is unload the Magnum into it. And that sound they make is just the worst. It is so frightening, and it just makes your skin crawl. Like, they really found some sort of primal fear response with that sound design. Like, I've played this game 100 times, and those things still, like, give me goosebumps. It's like that combined with the music cue when they see you, and oh, man. And so now we're going to be a little bit trapped in the hallway with them. Now what you can do is run past them to go find the ability to find the plagas in their body with thermal imaging. But once again, we're not going to get too many more opportunities to use this Magnum on anybody. So I'm just going to go ahead and unload into them. So we'll pick up the money they so nicely leave for us. And now we can head in the freezer room. And I can't do that quite yet. These bodies must have been cryogenized with the parasites still in their bodies. Sucks to be them. Kind of a flippant thing to say, but it sure does suck to be them. I mean, look at this. They have such horrifying faces, my god. Alright. Oops, I went out the way I came in. So I need to go... Well, it's definitely somewhere in here. Ah, right. It's right over here. So this is a card key rewriter. Maybe I can rewrite the data on my card key and turn it into another card key. I sure can. So that's going to give us the waste disposal key, which is going to let us continue on. It's some kind of cryogenic device. Turn it off? Yes. So that's going to go ahead and unlock this scope in here. And what this is going to be is an infrared scope for the semi-auto rifle. And so now we're going to be trapped in here with one of these regenerators, but now we have the perfect tool to deal with them. It's an infrared scope. So we're going to patiently wait for him to come around the corner, and then we're going to shoot the plagas, which will be highlighted in red. Oh, I missed that. And he's got me. But that's okay, I have plenty of healing. So I think we're gonna need a get-off-me shot here. And then this may give me time to get another rifle shot off. This is not good. Okay. Well, that went a little sideways. But if you don't miss those shots, it's the proper tool to deal with them, and it's actually fairly simple. And once again, while Magnum ammo is at a premium, there aren't any particularly useful areas coming up for it, so I don't really mind having emptied it there just to kind of save my own life. Okay. Let's go ahead and increase our life bar. We should only need 4 more yellow herbs now, which is getting pretty exciting. There's a faint, unpleasant odor coming from beyond this door. Smells like garbage. So this is the garbage room door, so we're going to use our waste disposal key. And now we get to play a crane game. And now it is true that if you do this, you don't get these guys drops, but it's just too much fun. Oh, I missed that one? That's pretty typical of an actual crane game anyway, so I don't even want to complain about it. All right, there's my prize. And now these guys have realized what's going on, finally. So they're gonna go ahead and rush me. And I, like, don't even need to knife anymore. I have 92 rounds left in this thing. It's so good. Let's check this out. It's a waste dump. Maybe it leads to lower levels? Maybe indeed. Maybe that's not what I'm thinking. Yeah, so there's a green herb over here. And then there's just like an invisible grenade here. Or an emerald, I should say. I mean, I knew something was there. And now we're getting close to finding Ashley, but we still need a key to the door that she's locked behind. We're getting close now. And double armor guys, we need to kind of approach cautiously here. Oh, it feels good to blow up their heads. It's locked. I need a card key. Yet another card key. So we'll continue on and we'll come back for Ashley. And this is what I mean about needing the shotgun for the most part in these areas. Like, you can forget about trying to pistol some of these sequences. Double plaga. It's flash grenade time. And we even get a flash grenade back. That's so nice. And you might be thinking, would there be something behind the stairs? You would be wrong. There's nothing. Just kidding. Shotgun shells. All right, and I believe straight in front of me is going to be green herb and a save spot, but we're not going to need that. After the regenerator section, this is not too tough. And that fine-looking gentleman has our key. With this many full heals, I feel like I could fist fight one of these things. But we're gonna get out our rifle. Oh yeah, I gotta look at him this way. And now they've got plagas located on their backs, which is pretty inconvenient because it is very hard to get a look at the back of one of these things. So what I like to do is shoot the ones on the front and then use a flame grenade, because once again, flame grenades are not particularly useful, especially at this point in the game. Now we're just going to loot this laboratory. We get to go smashy on a lot of stuff in here. Let's actually read that. There's my emerald. This looks like living tissue, but from what? What indeed? What are they growing in these petri dishes? If I had to guess, something horrible. The ones here are larger and more grotesque. Yeah, whatever they're doing here, let's just smash it up, because why not? It all seems pretty awful. Alright, I think I've gotten most, if not all, of the treasures I want. Now, I tend to get a little lost in here, so I'm going to check the map real quick. Yeah, this is where I want to be going. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. That is the way out. We'll see that later. I have my card key, so obviously now I need to go back and get Ashley. And you can already hear him waiting for me. Now, you can unequip the infrared sight, but I tend not to bother because I think it's just kind of annoying to have to do all the time. Ow. I just really wanted to get that headshot. And I'm going to do a little experiment here and see if I can't finish the game without reloading the striker even once. And I mean not even being careful or efficient with it, just blasting everybody. Although I can't resist a good knife kill when I see it. Alright, so that's the end of that ambush. Let's go ahead and increase our health bar. I have to get her out of here. Let's do exactly that.
You okay? Come on, let's get out of here.
And we're finally reunited with Ashley. So that's going to be the end of that chapter. That's all the time I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.